The giants looked up to the sky to greet the arrival of God, but it turned out that what appeared was not God, but an Earth bionic robot. He hovered over the square in his alien ship, and suddenly tens of thousands of gene bombs fell down, quickly unfurling a barrier in midair, like a black waterfall raining down, attacking the giant race that was fleeing. These genetic weapons acted as if they had consciousness, quickly parasitizing on the host, sucking out the nutrients before breaking out of their bodies and in turn becoming a new species, and in an instant thousands of giants were reduced to charcoal. The bionic robot David slaughtered the native inhabitants of the planet, thus becoming the king of the planet. However, David did this to fulfill the dream of creating a perfect life form. He used the black water in his genetic weapon to crossbreed with various creatures, but experimented for 10 years without success. It wasn't until 10 years later that humans piloted the compact into the vicinity of this mysterious planet by mistake, and a near-perfect creature was born. The ship carried a total of 2,000 members and 1,140 human embryos, as well as the latest generation of bionic robots. Walt, on this day, he was testing the vital signs of the crew as usual, but suddenly a stellar flare erupted, generating a high-energy shockwave that not only damaged the ship, but also awakened the dormant crew. Due to the suddenness of the incident, the temperature system of the captain's hibernation chamber malfunctioned, and the heroine could only watch as her boyfriend was burned to death. After the storm passes, the vice captain is temporarily ordered to turn the ship around, as the door flap is now severely damaged and repair orders need to be given quickly, before anyone had time to grieve. The outbuilding repair work began. Luckily, only one of the connections was damaged, and after welding was completed, the charging flap was once again back to normal, providing the ship with power. But just as the repairmen were on their way back to the cabin, a powerful electromagnetic wave suddenly appeared, which was analyzed and processed by the computer and turned out to be a human song called Country Roads Take Me Home, and soon the processor locked in on the location of the transmission source. It was a long time ago, but the ecosphere set like the Earth's planet. Only a few weeks' time can be reached, which can be compared to their previous to go to the originator of the sixth planet to save 7.5 years of time. No one on the crew wanted to go back to the hibernation bunker now, and they all agreed to adopt the principle of proximity. 10 days later, the compact ship arrived at the mysterious planet's skies as scheduled, and after locking onto the exact location of the source of the electromagnetic wave transmission, the mothership separated a small probe ship to go down first for safety. Just entered the atmosphere and encountered an electromagnetic storm. The crowd was terrified. After a bumpy ride through the danger zone, suddenly the view ahead opened up, and the room was full of green mountains and green water. After briefly enjoying the beautiful scenery, the probe ship successfully landed on a lake. Unexpectedly, the environment here was really suitable for human survival, and what was even more outrageous was that there was also wheat that was suspected to be artificially grown. Everything seemed so perfect, yet revealed weirdness everywhere. Such a complete ecosystem, but there were actually no birds chirping. Seeking the direction of the signal source, the group found a giant alien ship. Just then one of the lone members encountered something even more bizarre.